Hi there everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be fixing this saggy door here on the Camaro with this little $12 fix. And hopefully it works because I'm tired of this saggy door. Okay, so I know it's been a while on the channel here, a couple weeks now, but this is one of the first things I wanted to knock out on the Camaro and one of the things that I've been wanting to knock out for a while now. This door is horribly saggy. I just looked at it the other day and honestly it looks like it's about to fall off the hinges here, so it's a good timing to do this. Basically what we have going on is this is a $12 kit from Summit Racing. It's a Dorman 3841. I'll throw a link to it down in the description if you guys are looking for the same thing, but this is specifically for like 82 to 92 third gen Camaros. It might be applicable on other Chevys and other cars like that, but that's the one for this one guy. And basically what we have to do here is get this door off. At first I thought I'd be able to get it done with leaving the door on, but there's no way. There's two hinges on here, the top one and the bottom one, and they each have, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 bolts on each one, but anyways, you can't reach it with the front fender on. So that's gonna have to come off, and I believe we're gonna be able to leave the hood on, but we'll see. So that's the first order of business, is getting that fender off. But let me go ahead and get the camera in on this door and show you guys just how bad it is. Guys, here's the door. Don't make fun of me for how bad I let this get. It's pretty bad. So here, let me show you. That thing is gone, it's toasted. I'm hoping those hinges are alright. Honestly though, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and pop off this fender and get busy on this thing. Okay, so taking the fender off here shouldn't be all that bad. I've never had this one off, but I've taken the bumper off a lot of times. So you can't really see them, but there's a couple bolts down in there that connect the bumper and the fender. And then we have these bolts all the way up in here, as well as the hood hinge bolts, which if we do it right, we should be able to take these out, pop up the hood, and then put those right back in, and it should be all right. And then I believe we'll have some fasteners or something over inside here and underneath there. Shouldn't be too bad to get out. And then that fender should be right off. And hopefully, I'll show you guys here, but I'm sure this is because of the door sagging, but look at that gap on there. I'd love to do a comparison before and after. Like this on the door jamb isn't too bad, but over here, I mean, you can stick your fingers in there. It's pretty bad. All right, let me go ahead and get busy on this. Okay, fender's off. Okay, so the front fender's off, and it was pretty straightforward. You just have all these bolts on the top here. You can go ahead and just undo those, and then once the fender's loose, you can undo the hood bolts here. Just lift that up, move the fender out of the way, and bolt that right down, and you'll be fine with that. And then you have the bolts over here on the front bumper. And then you also have some holding that together to the fender right there. And then lastly, you have a couple bolts down here where the ground effects meet with the fender, and also where the fender bolts to the body. And mine only had one bolt there. I think there's supposed to be 2, but it is what it is. So we can look now inside the door there. And we can see the bolts that we have to take off to get these fenders, or to get this door off. Shouldn't be too bad. I know you have to open this up, and then we have to undo that wiring, and then this door should be coming off here shortly. Okay, so now that we have the fender off, you can see how we can disassemble this stuff here. Shouldn't be too bad, but I'm going to open up this door and show you these these bushings in that pin, just how loose they were from this angle. All right, here we go. So hopefully you guys can see there just how bad that was. It's not that heavy. Okay, here's our two hinges off. And you can see that this guy here, I mean, it's toast, it's loose. So hopefully these bushings can just be replaced and this one will be good. But let me show you guys this one. Okay, absolutely toast. But check this out. Pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to do that. There's absolutely nothing holding that bolt in. So that was an easy one. Hopefully I can still replace it and this will work. There are bushings on the new kit. Don't know what happened to the old ones, but I'm gonna try to sawzall this right here. If I can't get it in there, I can try to punch it out from either side here, but I've seen people do it a bunch of different ways. I'm gonna give it a shot at my way, so let's see how this goes. There's one out. I cut the end with the Dremel where I could get it in right here, and then I used a little chisel to finish off what I couldn't get with the Dremel. I'm gonna try to kind of repeat the same thing on this guy, but I can't really get to him the best, so see what I can do. Okay, so after going through basically my whole assortment of tools here, I think I found that the oscillating tool with this little cutoff here is the tool for the job for this guy. And get right in here and finish the job here, so let me get this done. I cannot believe this bolt is still hanging on. Be gone, bolt. Whew. Now we just have to get that out. What a mess that thing is. That took forever. There we go, look at that. Now it's moving. Okay, let's flip this upside down. Hey! Woo! We're out. Wow. Alright, now I need to clean up all these brackets here and make sure the holes are clean for the new bearings. Okay, so I have just been cleaning everything up, and there's the two brackets there. I just threw some paint on them real quick, letting them dry, and I just wanted to go over what you get in this kit here real quick. For the top bracket here, you have your two bushings right there that you get. You have your two, I'm not sure what you'd call them, they're like pins with bushings and everything. You can see them a little bit better there. And they have that thread on it, which this little nylon nut will go on there. That's what you get for the top bushing. Then for the bottom, you get your door pin, of course. And then you get your two bottom bushings. And I'll show you guys here in one moment. We're going to start with this top guy first. I'll show you guys what to do with these bushings. Okay, so here we are back at the door. This is the top bracket here, and what we're all going to do is just take these big bushings here that came with it, and we're going to put the larger side on the outside going in. And my bushings fit pretty loosely. Honestly, they should be pretty tight in there. You should actually have to pound them in just a little bit, but mine are loose. Old door, I'm guessing. It's going to be better than it was, so we're going to go with it. That's all you're going to do for those top bushings there. Okay, so here we are with our mostly dry bracket, and you're just going to get this into position. And by the way, just throw a little bit of grease or whatever you have on these little pins on here. Get that kind of in position there, close as you can. And then Try to get this in here, pointing out, so that nut can go on the outside. Like so. Okay. I'm gonna get the nuts on the outside here. Just loosely on there so it doesn't fall out. Make sure the nylon's on the outside. Now I'm just gonna give these a little tap, make sure they're seated. That one looks pretty good. Pretty loose fit right now. So I'm going to tighten this down, and hopefully these come together and tighten up. It's pretty loose right now, so I don't know how big of a difference it's going to make on my deal here, but let's tighten this down and see. There we go, that feels pretty good. There, you guys can see. No wiggle at all right there. Obviously my brackets are a little bent here. Maybe I'll try to hammer that out to get it even, but pretty good right there. Alright guys, so here's the second bracket here, and here's where things are gonna get really unconventional. If you guys are doing this at home on your Camaro, I expect it to be totally different at this point. It should be the same general idea though. So let's see here. So you can see the two bushings are installed here with the pin going through. But in my case, the little bracket right here, with the little roller that goes on here, sorry, was not working properly, so I deleted that. There's also going to be a spring here for you guys, which you're going to need a spring compressor to remove. Mine doesn't have that either, so it is what it is. But as you can see, it's in. Seems to be working all right. No more wobble. So this door is ready to go back on. I'm excited to get it on and see if it actually made a difference or not. So let me get started on that. Okay guys, door's back on here. You can see the hinges. They went on pretty decently. These two top bolts here on the top bracket, you can kind of adjust the door just a little bit, the way that it sits, angled up and down. That's really the only adjustment you have unless you start drilling some holes out, then you can change stuff all around. But that's how it works for stock. So let me show you guys how much better it is. So let's try to look at the sag. Hopefully you guys can see it there. But basically any movement that it has is actually just from the car moving. Here's how good it shuts. Still have to get a little bit of force things just because it's an old door, but seems a lot better, a lot more sturdy. Doesn't squeak or anything now either. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for today's video. As you can see here, the door's back on. The sag is pretty much gone. It's shutting a lot better. Everything went together pretty well overall, other than the fact that it looks like some maniac who didn't know how to weld was in there before me. It should be a little bit different for you guys, but hopefully this gives you an idea of at least how it's supposed to go if you are going to undertake this project. I appreciate you guys watching though. Hopefully in the next videos we'll be messing with this headliner, the engine over there. We've got a lot of plans here in the garage, so go ahead and stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one.